Internet, this isn't game theory. This is going to be a review of an ARG-like thing that was stuck in a YouTube video by the game theorist, Matpat. Game theory, lies of the founder, Ranboo, generation loss. I know nothing about it. I just started watching it, but lore! Down here is a multi-digit character something dark side. This used a Caesar cipher, and there was two other instances of something showing up on the screen for 1 or 2 frames. In fact, in this case, if I go back and forward, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we got 7 frames, so a little over 1/10 of a second if it was 60 frames a second. Okay, and I'm not going to go ahead and right-click data for geeks. So anyway, when you look it up, just looking up those numbers, which is z4IFKkt, which is what I typed in, that Z4 nothing, but it's actually IF probably, you find it referencing the same frame. It also points to Reddit, and it shows the thumbnail for that video. That frame with the other components here, which that is spelling out with a Caesar cipher imgur, and this number here. And of course, somewhere else on the screen at one point or another, it spells out dot, the COM for imgur, com, and this. Using a Caesar cipher, you end up with this URL, imgur.com/y4HEJ lowercase j s png. That's the picture. I think we can go back one notch and it'll show the posting itself here, and then the image itself is just that. It just shows it instead of it having it. So what you do is you look up this and then end it with JPEG or whatever, and you should get the raw image. So I made it negative and did a color count, and it's 122 characters, and it's obviously the character that's depicted in the thumbnail there, or the person right here. He's wearing a air filter mask. And there's a demon character here with horns or tentacles or whatever, and there's a hand coming out of his arm with fingers pointing each direction. So next we did histogram equalization in Paint Shop Pro, number 4. I use really old software. I don't use Paint Shop because I can't afford it, and they turn it off on you. I'm going to go on a tiny rant here. Don't use software that turns itself off because the company wants to get some more money out of you. If it's able to be turned off, don't use it. That means if it's able to be updated to where they deliberately break or cripple it, which is a behavior that's legally allowed, whether you like it or not, don't use the software or disable its ability to update forever, and just live with an old version that, becomes reliable and does exactly what it says on the tin. Anyway, there's 122 colors in the image total, so this image could be converted to a GIF or anything else you want. Anyway, this is the image itself when you do histogram equalization. There's I'm presuming a demon head here with 4 teeth showing, and it looks like 2 of them are crisscrossing, which, by the way, if you're not aware of it, creatures that have that going on, there are a very limited number of them, a couple of types of crocodiles or alligators. We have a demon baby with black goo covering the face and a eldritch-like tentacle thing sticking out of the head. We have, we have several sets of hands, some of them intersecting on the surface, and it's apparently, again, our individual Ranboo holding, as an image here. So this looks like it was stable diffusion or unstable confusion. So to review what little I have to offer here, again, by looking at this video and looking at that, all I did was look up the numbers, and I let Reddit do it for me. And they found out that it's an imgur, which is this image, which if you invert it, just invert it, you immediately get the data. But if you want to see it clearly, you have to use histogram equalization and have it show a clear, very regular pattern of light and dark changes from darkest to light by spreading it out evenly through the histogram function of holding 128 colors or brightness levels at this point and showing you the image. And this is a way of bringing out detail that's acceptable. It is altering the original, and if we were doing this as a forensic lookup of data, this would be okay. So what this is somebody running it through stable diffusion, saying, show Ranboo holding a demon baby, I guess. Anyway, but that's just a theory, a game theory. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with that. And on my honor, how long did it take for me to do this? I'm going to pause the video and tell you how long it took me to do the image cleanup, which is all I can take credit for, and even that's not all that useful. It took me 10 minutes to do it because I had to screw around a couple of times. So it took me 10 minutes. Even with, really cheap software, it only took me 10 minutes. Okay, I'm not that good at it. But anyway, again, it looks like a stable diffusion image that was then changed to an extremely dark image while keeping the brights bright enough. And then it was inverted. And then it was posted using a hidden ID code in the YouTube video. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. And I wish all of you luck with all of it.